Coach, start with an opening statement, then we'll go to questions.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the blessing I have to do this. And this is not for the faint of heart, especially in this league. And so, when the scoreboard's not in your favor, it's not a lot of fun, but really proud of my team. After our last game, we watched film and said 7 minutes and 26 seconds. It's a 4-point game, and we let it get away from us. We didn't finish. And this game we're going to improve on that. And 7:22, it's a 2-point game. We come out, we score. I think we had to stop on the score, go up 4. And at the under 4 media, 3:38, we got a 4-point lead. We come out of there, and we have 2 offensive possessions that we didn't execute. Right there, we didn't take the kind of shots we wanted to take that allowed us to get back the lead. And then in that time, they got 8 second chance points. Right, they had 15 for the game, so it's 7 until that point, and they got 8 second chance points down the stretch. They executed better than we did. They out-toughed us down the stretch. And so we're going to go look at it and see, first of all, what I can do better. And then each guy's got to look in the mirror, watching film, and say what they can do better. But credit to them for making the plays down the stretch.
Coach, when you have a player like PJ down the stretch, how much trust do you have in a player like him?
I have trust in all my players down the stretch. You just want to make the right play, and play the right way. And sometimes it's the shot for him, and sometimes it's, making the play and getting the ball to somebody else. And you just want him to make the right play.
Coach has had some good moments in this game, some good spurts. What maybe kept it from happening consistently? Just tip your cap to West Virginia?
Yeah, I'm give them some credit, but I think some of it is that we got guys who, in an effort to try and help us win, they try to take it on their shoulders. And, just like we started the game, 4 of our 5 made buckets were assisted, and then we end the half with still 4 assists on 9 made buckets. So we turned it into a one-on-one game. And I think in some of those instances, individuals tried to go make a play rather than us playing together.
Coach, why do you think there was kind of such extreme ebbs and flows for this, where neither team can make a shot, then neither team could miss, then it goes back to defense? And then...
Ross would have to answer for his team. For my team is that we don't play with enough pace, and they're such a great defensive team, in his schemes and what he does, that you got to play with pace and you got to have body and ball movement, and too many times we didn't have that.
Thoughts on playing a game in the 50s? Is that something you're comfortable with?
Man, I just want to win. I don't care if it's in the 80s. I don't care if it's the 50s. I'm proud of the effort by guys. Yeah. We had one stretch, though, where we allowed Huff to make 4 threes without a dribble. And the scouting report was we had to make him dribble. And, he made 4 in a row without a dribble. And, we can't have those kind of errors. That's a scouting error that, we're not good enough to overcome those kind of mistakes.
Coach, I know not to try to get you out of here without getting fined, but there were a lot of tough no calls down the stretch in that game, and not to ask about that, but obviously there was probably some frustration there on PJ's part. So when he takes that last shot and he's kind of taking that 3, looking to draw a foul, does that, the previous couple of minutes, does that kind of play into trying to take the shot the way he did on that last one?
It may, but at the end of the day, you got to rise up and make a shot, right? He's a shot maker. Rise up and make it. And if they foul you, the refs will call it, right? But you can't go looking for the foul. And so, that was my message to him. There was one in the lane where he went looking for the foul, and there was one, there where, he's just got to go make the shot and then let the referees do ther job.
As long as it took West Virginia to score, did you feel like you missed an opportunity in the first 6 or 7 minutes to have a bigger lead?
Yeah, we got a little selfish is probably too strong of a word. It's more each guy was trying to make their own play, rather than I felt if we had kept moving it and sharing it the way we started the game, we could have, instead of being up 8, we could be up 14, and so those are missed opportunities.
You mentioned the way that KU game ended. What were the last couple of days in practice like in preparation for this game after that?
We didn't really have a lot of practice. it was more like the film session, right? Like, we're going to lose games to people, but I personally was embarrassed by the way the game ended, the last minute of the game. And I know, I feel like, on the radio show, I apologize to the fans, and I'll do it again. I apologize to our fans. Drove all that way and did all that. And for that situation, like, I'd never lost to them on our home court. I didn't understand, right? But I understand now. And so, yeah, I'm not saying we won't ever lose to them again, but that won't ever happen again.
West Virginia is undefeated at home. What makes playing in the Coliseum so difficult?
Well, night games, man, the moonshine kicks in and the fans, and, like I've had some terrific wins and some incredible losses in this arena when it's rocking, and Ross is going to get it going, man. He's going to get players in here and he's going to get it going. Just think about, like, I don't know, how was it, 8,000, maybe more out there, and it's like snowing like crazy, and it's -7, and I saw people walking, and so, man, these fans, they love this place. This is the pro team, and it's a basketball school. You see the statues out front, and it's a special place. Ross is going to do a terrific job, man, and it's going to be it'll always be a tough place to win. Now, we've won here before, so I love playing in front of this crowd, and so looking forward to many more.
Coach, West Virginia's offensive rebounding in the second half, how much of that made a difference?
Yeah, that made down the stretch. That was what won the game, right? That's what won the game. The 8 points the second, the big three on the kick out, and then the and one, and Eggleston was a monster. Yeah, he might not have shot it well, but boy, he didn't stop playing, and what they did at the end of that game on the glass was the difference.
Coach, one word to describe Big 12 conference basketball.
Brutal, and what's a better word than exciting? Like, man, you get fired up. Like, we went to Arizona, played the number 1 team in the country, and we still have to play Houston and Iowa State and Texas Tech, and you get those kind of challenges, and man, you just got to love it as a competitor, right? To go against that, and then as the head coach of this program, the CEO of it, to put together a team and build a program that will be on that level year in and year out. And I ain't figured that out yet because they keep changing the rules on me, right? Like, once they get the rules set, right, like, then I can have a consistent plan, because there are 3 guys that should be on my roster right now that are not on my roster because the rules changed, okay? And and that's not even the guys who are injured, okay? So if they will give me consistent rules, then I know how to move forward and operate. And now we'll figure it out, because I got a staff that we're relentless. We don't stop, and so if we can bring G League players in, I want to do it. I want to find a judge in Kansas that's that's a K-State judge that's going to give us that's what they're doing elsewhere. No matter whatever they're going to allow us to do, I want to do, or stop everybody from doing it, and let's all proceed the same way, and so, but I just give me some consistent rules, and we're going to get it done, but we're going to figure this thing out.
What can you take from this one just defensively?
That we can guard when we want to. We can guard when we want to. Like, our guys have care factor, that they didn't come off a last game and tank it. Like, sometimes when you play a rivalry game and you lose, it beats you twice. And that game didn't beat us, okay? Their offensive rebounding beat us at the end. They made more plays just down the stretch, but we didn't lose because we lost the game before. So I'm proud of our guys for that. And I got a hurt locker room. That means they care, and so we're gonna go figure it out. And whether we take off tonight or tomorrow, we're gonna be watching film, and we're gonna be getting after it for the next one, because we got another good one coming. And I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty sure they got a number next to their name somewhere.
Anything else for him? Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot. God bless. Go Cats.